Okay, Erev Tov, just we'll go a quick mitzvah lamed chet, the final mitzvah of the Aseret HaDibrot, shelo leha'alot b'machashavtenu, la'asot tachbula. We're commanded not to contemplate, to carry out a scheme, lakachat lanu mashu lezulatenu me'achenu, to take something for ourselves that belongs to other people from our brothers. Shneimar lo tachmod bet re'echa. You shall not covet your fellow's house, or your fellow's wife, or his maid, or maid servant, ox, donkey. Ukvar ochichu zichonayim rachami pasuk acher. Now, this term, tachmod, coveting, even though it doesn't on its own imply an action being performed, but the Chachamim said already proved from another pasuk, Ichtiv lo tachmod velakachta. It says you shall not covet the silver and the gold of the idol worshippers, velakachta, and take it for yourself. Deisur lav delo tachmod enu nigbar ad sheyaseh bo maaseh. So the transgression, meaning the avera of coveting, of being jealous, is not fulfilled until you actually take the object that you desire. So a feeling, that's a big question. It's a feeling of jealousy. How can that be an avera? Right? It's a bad trait. It's a bad midah to be jealous. But it doesn't say, it's not lo tekaneh. Lo tachmod means that you have the feeling of coveting and then you go and you take it. Va'afilu natana damim lachavero ala chefetz. Even if he gave money to his friend for the object that he coveted, over gam ken alav de lo tachmod. If he didn't want to sell it and you kind of force him, you transgress lo tachmod. The en lav lo tachmod nitkan b'tinat damim. The prohibition of you shall not covet is not fixed through giving money for the object. As long as one did it to in a very swift or coercive manner. So meaning this guy had no intention of selling his phone or selling something of his. He wanted to keep it, but you swindled him. And yeah, I'll buy it from you. I'm going to give you a good price, all because you wanted the object and you did it coercively. Okay, although you didn't beat him up for it, you paid him for it, but that is lo tachmod. This is how the rabbis explain this mitzvah. The underlying purpose of this mitzvah, it is it's an evil thought, and it causes a person many pitfalls. Once a person establishes his mind to take that object because he covets it, and because of that desire, lo yashkiach b'shum davar. He's not going to pay attention to anything else that's in his way. Once he has his eyes on that, he's going to go and get it. And if the friend doesn't agree to sell it, he'll probably forcibly take it from him. And if the fellow stands up, he might even end up killing him. Of course, the most famous example, with regard to Nabot, he was murdered because he refused to give this vineyard of his that belongs to his family to King Achav. King Achav coveted, and of course, was eventually convinced by his wife, you're a king, you can do whatever you want, and he went and he got it and he killed Nabot as a result of it. Nabot was killed as a result of it. Dinah mitzvah, the laws of the mitzvah, and how appropriate is it to maintain a distance from this midah? You will find it in scattered places in the Talmud and other midrashim. This applies in every location at all times. To both men and women. If someone transgresses this avera and covets an item that belongs to somebody else, even if he commits an act that leads to acquiring the item, eno chayav malkut, he is not chayav malkut. The reason is that because the item is something that can be returned. Since even if he had forcibly robbed the item, it could be returned. The only way to do teshuvah for this avera is to actually return. I'm sorry, I convinced you to take it. I really desired it, and now it really belongs to you. I'm going to give it back to you, and here's your money back. Or no, you give me my money back. Nevertheless, he's still considered to have violated a commandment of the Melech. Here the Melech is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu has numerous ways. He calls it shluchim, messengers, intermediaries, which he can exact revenge from him. Don't worry about Hashem. Hashem has plenty of ways to exact the $100 that you managed to swindle out of this guy because you thought you were doing it. And of course, some people want to say over here that this is the reason why it's number 10. It can lead the Lo Tachmod Bet Raecha can literally lead a person to all the other 10 Aseret HaDibrot. I think the Chod Tzadikim talks about it, that how it can really Avera goreret Avera. A person has this midah of jealousy, of coveting something else. He can all the way to denying HaKadosh Baruch Hu's existence and losing his emunah. So it's an important mitzvah, and that's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu chose this mitzvah to be the finale of the Aseret HaDibrot.